So today we are gonna answer some questions, especially for those of you guys who just started fitness or want to start your own fitness journey. I just finished doing back and arm workout right now. If my face is not looking as presentable as it should, excuse me. These are just few examples of common questions that I get all the time, so I kind of saved them in a little folder where I just wanted to answer all the common questions that I get a lot of the times. And so let's just get started. The first question is, how do I get started with fitness routine? So a lot of people don't know where to start, what to do in terms of routines. I would say just do about 2 to 3 workouts per week. If you can do full body, that's fine. You can also do upper lower, or you can even do push-pull legs, and that's kind of like a more of a routines that might be a little bit more complex in terms of like you just getting started. Next question, what are the best exercises for beginners? I would say the best exercises for beginners are number 1, squats. So whether it's barbell squats or you're gonna do it on dumbbells or something else, squats, because it's gonna develop your overall legs. And then the second one is deadlift. That's gonna build more of your posterior, your backside. Next one is gonna be bench. It's gonna help you build your chest, your front delt. And then the next one would be barbell rows, or rows in general. You can do barbell or you can do dumbbell. But rows in general, and that's gonna help you develop your back. The next one is gonna be hip thrust, so that's gonna help you build your glutes. The last one is overhead press, and that's really gonna help you build your shoulders, your kind of arms in general, as well as your deltoids, your front delts, your rear delts, and your mid delts. And so that's like in terms of shoulders. Those are like the foundational workouts. So next question, how often should I work out? Like I said before, I think 2 to 3 times, especially if you're just like newly beginning, is totally fine, because I want you to focus on form more than anything else. And if you are doing a lot of different things, especially things that are like you just saw online, then it's gonna be a lot more harder for you to build like your foundational stuff. So like I said, do those foundational workouts and just focus on those. And you can kind of split those into like 2 to 3 times a week. And then the rest of the week you can work on your diet, you can work on your cardio if you want to do more cardio, or other routines like accessories and stuff like that. All right, next question. How long should my workout sessions should be? I would say your workout sessions shouldn't be more than an hour. If you're somebody who's like intermediate to advanced, you can be in the gym an hour and a half, 2 hours. It doesn't really matter, because if you already know what you're doing, then that's totally fine. But if you're just starting out, I would say focus more on making sure you know exactly what workouts you need to do before you get into the gym, like having a plan. And then once you get into the gym, then that's gonna be where you work on your craft, and that shouldn't be more than, I would say, 45 minutes to an hour. Any more than that, then it just means you're just wasting a lot of time in the gym. Have everything written down, have your plan, and just get into the gym to work out. Don't worry about other people. I know sometimes like when you're a beginner, you think everybody's kind of judging you. Actually, nobody really is paying attention to you as much as you are to yourself. So I would say just focus on what you're doing. All right, next, what should I eat before and after workout? At the beginning, my pre-workout meal was pretty much always oatmeal and coffee. And I think it's because it was kind of easier to digest, as well as oatmeal or anything that's like a little bit carbohydrate focused. It's gonna give you a little bit of energy in terms of your workout. But I would say don't eat something really heavy, because when you're working out, then that's gonna deter you from doing certain exercises like squats and stuff like that, and you're gonna feel like you're gonna throw up. So just eat something pretty light. You can have like eggs, like oatmeal. If you want to like have a shake, that's also okay. After your workout, post-workout meal is a little bit more protein based, because that's when your body's like kind of craving your proteins and things like that. So you can have your protein shake right afterwards, and then have something that's like more a complex meal, just focusing on getting your proteins in pretty much right away. All right, next, how do I stay motivated to work out regularly? Honestly, I think motivation is one of those things where it's just not sustainable, especially like you can't be motivated every single day. You can be motivated period of time. You having an actual workout plan that you follow is a lot more important than you being motivated for like an hour or 2 days. You seeing a video and be like, oh my gosh, I'm motivated now and I want to go work out. But if you have an actual plan, that's what's gonna help you stay more consistent in terms of your workout. It's gonna help you be more self-reliant than anything else, and not look at like outside forces for your own personal motivation. So I would say it's good to be motivated, especially when you're starting something, but long term you have to have certain plans to kind of sustain that motivation. Next question, is cardio or strength training better for weight loss? I would say there's no like good or bad exercise, but I would say focus more on strength training because that's gonna help you build your body and build more muscle mass. And when you have more muscle mass, then it's easier for you to lose weight. And then the second thing is you can still do cardio if you want to do it, but making sure that you're not like overdoing cardio is very, very important. What does that mean? If you do cardio for like an hour, 2 hours a day, your body's gonna require you to do more and more cardio. So if you did cardio like 20 minutes today, next week you should do 25 minutes or 30 minutes in order for you to see some sort of results, because your body's gonna catch up to that new force basically. But when it comes to weight training or strength training in general, you can challenge your body in different ways. You can get heavier weights, you can do different exercises, you can focus more on foundational workouts, you can focus more on accessory work, you can focus more on like high reps versus low reps. There's like so many different ways that you can grow your body and so many different ways that you can challenge yourself than just you doing cardio. Cardio is a tool once again, but also like not overdoing it is very, very important because your body's gonna require you to do more and more of it. So mixing is like the best, I would say. If you do, like I said at the beginning, 2 to 3 days of strength training, then you can do like 2 to 3 days where you do cardio, and you kind of phase that out just like you do your actual workouts, so your body can recover as well. Next question, how can I improve my flexibility? I would say just doing mobility, doing stretches, doing foam rolls, even getting massages, all those things are going to help you be more flexible. I would say mobility is a lot more important than you being flexible, because once you are mobile and you're able to basically move your body in a certain way, or you have like strength in a certain aspects of your body, then it's easier for you to improve your lifts. It's going to be easier for you to improve your posture, the way you walk. Also, if you work out, you're going to be able to have flexibility in certain aspects, and that totally depends on how you work out and what your workout plans are. All right, next question. What's the difference between sets, reps, and rest periods? Sets are how many times you need to do that workout, and then reps is if you do 3 sets of, let's say, 15, then that means the 15 is the actual rep. Reps is basically repetitions, so how many repetitions you need to do in a set. And then rest period is the time between sets. So if you are doing 3 sets of 10 repetitions, then it's gonna be the time in between those 3 sets. Normally rest periods could be anywhere between a minute to 2 minutes, and I think that's a good enough time for you to recover from the set that you just did. To recover from that to the next set is the time in between. That's the rest period. How do I know if I'm using proper form during exercise? If you have somebody who's with you, they can tell you and they can look at what you're doing and how you should do it. If not, one of the ways that personally really helped me at the beginning was recording myself. So I would have my phone right next to my water bottle, and I would put it on a bench or something to make sure I'm seeing what I'm doing, and then I would literally record what I'm doing in terms of my form, and then I would compare that to what I would see like correct form of squats, and I would just record myself and kind of watch it back. And that really helped me at the beginning, especially to understand whether or not I'm doing correct form. What are some common mistakes to avoid when starting on a fitness routine? I would say overdoing something is one of the biggest things. At the beginning when I first started working out, I was literally working out 7 days a week, and I would literally be in the gym like 2 to 3 hours. Making sure that you're not over exhausting your body, and also making sure that you're not overdoing the actual workouts. Like sometimes I remember at the beginning I would do like the same exercises 3 days in a row. And once again, if you have an actual plan, that's really going to prevent you from overexerting your body. The other thing is restricting in terms of food, which some people sometimes do, especially if they want to lose weight. You still need to have your 3 meals a day at least in order for you to have the adequate amount of nutrition. The other mistake is not knowing what you're doing and just kind of doing random stuff. It's okay at the beginning, especially if you're experimenting. Next question, how can I prevent and recover from muscle soreness? If you're working out and you're doing proper things that you're supposed to do, you're gonna have some sort of soreness, especially at the beginning, as well as if you change workouts. So if you change repetitions, if you change sets, if you change weight, you're gonna have that soreness, and that's a good indication for you to know something is happening, your body's changing, or the workout that you just did was challenging enough to have some soreness in your muscles. It's not something that you can prevent, but to recover from the soreness, just to take days off, to make sure your rest days are like adequate enough. And also, if you feel like you're extremely sore, taking salt bath or even going to a massage, all those things help you to recover better. Should I stretch before or after workout? At the beginning of your workout, like before you work out, you can warm up. It's better for you to warm up than stretch, and then you can stretch after workout. Say you're doing a back day, you can do like pull-ups to warm up your back muscle. So warming up the muscle groups that you're working on that day is more important than you stretching before your workout. After you're done with your workout, then you can do an actual stretch and stretch afterwards and do foam rolls. And I think that's one of the most effective way to do it, especially if you want to improve your lift. How can I track my progress effectively? There's a few different ways you can track. You can take pictures, you can weigh yourself before you start a program and then run in that program, and then weigh yourself after you're done with that program. Also, you can do measurements, like body measurements. And another way is looking at yourself in the mirror and kind of seeing how certain clothes fit you before and after a program. Don't keep looking at things every single day, because your body doesn't change overnight. It takes a little bit longer time. What should I do if I'm not seeing results? You have to be patient with what you're doing. You have to be patient with your program, and also you have to challenge yourself. Adding weights is one of the biggest way that you can challenge yourself. Changing the sets and reps of your workout is another way to challenge yourself. You can increase your protein intake. Are you really like tracking everything that you're doing? What are you doing to challenge yourself? Also, every week or every other week, adding weights to the bar is another way to challenge yourself, and I'm pretty sure you'll see results if you keep changing the weights and you're adding more weights and you're lifting heavier. What are some beginner friendly workouts or apps? There's a lot of guides and stuff like that that are free on Google. If you just Google like workouts for beginners, or on Pinterest. When it comes to apps, Nike actually have training apps, so you can go and check that out. There are people who post workouts like my page, so you can go to like Saba Fitness on Instagram and see some of my workouts and see if you can do it on your own. This is the end of the Q&A. Make sure you like the video. Thank you guys for being here. If you guys do have any recommendations for me, let me know in the comment. Bye!